I wanted to share a story that's been a huge part of my life. A story of loss, hardship, and redemption seen entirely through my eyes as a kid. My name is Daniel, and growing up I always thought my father, Mr. Adrian Carter, was untouchable. He was the owner of Carter Industries, a company that wasn't just about making money. It was a place where every employee was treated like family. Dad used to say, "Money is a tool, not a throne," and he truly lived by that. I remember him shaking hands with every worker and even taking time out of his busy schedule to volunteer at local shelters. Life was pretty awesome, and we felt invincible. But one day, everything fell apart. A business partner, someone Dad trusted completely, betrayed him. In what felt like the blink of an eye, millions were stolen. Our investors pulled out, and our life of luxury crumbled before our eyes. Suddenly, we lost our mansion, the fancy cars, and even our sense of security. I was only 10. I'll never forget that heavy silence that filled our home, the tears in my mom's eyes, and the way my little sister clung to Dad like she couldn't let go. Our world, which had been so full of hope and brightness, was replaced by fear and uncertainty. We ended up in a cramped, run-down apartment in a rough part of town. Dad, who once sealed multi-million-dollar deals, now found himself carrying bricks at construction sites just to put food on the table. Mom started washing clothes for strangers. I had to leave school for a while because we couldn't afford it. Yet, even as we struggled, Dad's heart stayed as kind as ever. Despite everything, he would always share what little we had with neighbors who were even worse off. I'd watch him smile through his pain, always assuring us that this hardship was just a phase, that someday things would change. Then came the day that turned our fate around. One freezing evening, when we were on the brink of despair, an old man knocked on our door. He was Mr. Lewis, a former janitor at Carter Industries, whose life had been forever changed by Dad's kindness. Years ago, when Mr. Lewis was down on his luck, Dad had lent him not only money but hope. That small act had set Mr. Lewis on a path to build his own small business. Now, Mr. Lewis had turned his venture into a success story. With heartfelt gratitude, he offered Dad a chance to join him as a partner. It wasn't just a job, it was a lifeline. I remember Dad's eyes filling with tears as he accepted, a mix of relief and determination that promised a new beginning. Over the next 3 years, Dad poured everything into rebuilding his life. Side by side with Mr. Lewis, he nurtured this new business venture until it not only matched but surpassed the success of Carter Industries. It was surreal watching former colleagues who had once shunned him, now seeking his advice. But true to his nature, Dad welcomed everyone back with an open heart, never letting the bitterness of the past cloud his spirit. Today, as I look back on those tumultuous years, I see a lesson that goes far beyond money. My father taught me that real wealth isn't counted in dollars, but in the strength of your character, the kindness you share, and the determination to rise again no matter what. His journey from riches to rags, and then back again, remains one of the most mind-blowing transformations I've ever witnessed. This isn't just a story about business, it's about life. It's about how, even in the face of crushing defeat, love, kindness, and persistence can light the way to redemption. And that is something I'll carry with me forever. My father, once a wealthy and kind-hearted man, lost everything due to betrayal. We endured years of hardship until a single act of gratitude from a former employee sparked his incredible comeback. His journey taught me that true wealth is measured by the heart, not the bank account.